every other god, we lay our crowns and worship you. I said, oh, be lifted. Above every other god, we lay our crowns and worship you. I said, oh, be lifted. Above every other god, we lay our crowns and worship you. I remember being a young teen, about 15, going to church. I was forced, and I used to hate worship. I mean, I hated the whole service, but I especially hated worship, because the worship leader would always turn and say something like, let's enter into the time of worship. Let's prepare our hearts and our minds to draw closer to God. Only focus on Him. Forget about the person to your left or to your right. If you want to lay prostrate, lay prostrate. If you want to go on your knees, go on your knees. But for me, that didn't make sense. Who? Me? Never. I mean, look at my shoes, new, and jumper too. And I hate that dirt mark you get on your jeans. Every time you kneel down, it's like, no one ever cleans these pews. And how can I worship? Because who are you? Worship leader, I'm sure you don't know what I've been through. Because you're always quoting something from the Bible like, I look up into the heavens, and where does my help come from? My help cometh from the Lord. But I've been looking to the heavens, screaming help. And it feels like God's just looking down like, yo, where did that help come from? But that wasn't even my biggest problem back then. For me, it was the fact that I came to church with all my guys. And some may say this is pride, but I couldn't have anyone come up to me after the end of the service and say, yo, Abaka, I'm not sure, but I just want you to clarify, that's your tear run through your eyes during worship. I mean, before I could even explain myself, the man will start laughing, the girls will probably call me cute, and I'm sorry, but that can't run. So again, I'm sorry, but I know you said we should have respect and reverence for the big man upstairs, but I'm not bowing for no one. But you see, this thinking was so wayward. And to think that I don't want to lay face down on the ground, so I might get some dust on my clothes, when really one mishap on the way home, I could be laying face down on the ground, ready to meet the dust I came from. I said this thinking was so wayward. And it was definitely based around pride. Because I thought I was responsible for my own life. Like, I didn't know that it was my own sins that Jesus Christ came to die. So forget your crowns. Forget everything you came here with. And just look up to Him. So forget your name. Forget your status. Forget how big you think you are. Because you're no one compared to the mighty God. So when you come into His presence, forget your bank balance. Because that won't be recorded in the book of life. I said, forget your circumstances. Because God is bigger than that. Forget what you've done.
Come on.
Because the cross covered that. And forget who you think you are. Forget who you think you are. Forget your status. Because trust me, you might think you're a big person, but that means nothing when you come face to face with the Almighty God. And forget everything you think you know. Just focus on Him. Because He is King of Kings. Because, oh God, you are worthy to be praised. Oh Lord, oh God, to receive all honor, glory, and majesty. All power and praise belongs to you. Because you created all things, and all things existed. Because you created all you pleased. So focus on Him and lay down your crowns. Remove your royal robes. Take off your jewels and get up off your throne. Because you may be a king or queen, but that's nothing compared to the King of Kings. The Almighty God, Elohim, maker of the heavens and the earth. Because He is Almighty God. You know the song, Elohim, maker of the heavens and the earth. He is the Lord of hosts, heaven's King, God of endless worth. His kingdom stands above every power and every living soul. His love is like the sun, ever true, shining above all. So recognize Jehovah Rapha. No matter how broken you are, God is our healer. Recognize Jehovah Jireh. No matter what you don't have, He's your provider. Recognize Jehovah Nisi. God our banner, God our victory. So no matter, so if I hear the anthem play, sometimes I just have to take a knee. So I'm not asking you to now come and fake a tear during the Tasha Cobb song. I'm not asking you just to roll around the floor just for the sake of it. No, I'm saying next time there's a worship song, or you're in the mood of worship, just think about who God is. Not who you are, forget who you are, because that's insignificant compared to God. But He can make what's insignificant significant. But just remember to worship Him out of your full heart, in spirit and in truth. No, it's not about you. And even though it may seem hard, trust me, it's easier than it seems. So maybe next time when you worship, you'll be willing to get some dust on your jeans. Because all be lifted above every other God. We lay down our crowns and just worship you. And before I go, I just want to say that your crown is anything that you put in authority over God. It may be, as I said, your bank balance. Maybe it's things more important that you think are important, but God's important over everything. So don't limit your worship today. Don't limit your praise today because of your circumstance or who you think you are. Because trust me, worship isn't about you. It's about giving praise to God because He is good, regardless. So give God all the praise and all the glory. Not just in here, not just when you go home, not just for the next week, but for your whole lives. Because worship is a lifestyle. Thank you.